So Sean, there's a lot of different programs, and I think it's really important to educate, myself, a lot of the buyers, to really understand what kind of loan, programs are out there. So Can you talk to us about, I hear this a lot, the down payment assistance loan?
That is probably one of the most commonly used programs right now.
Okay.
So the state of Nevada has a program called Home is Possible, and we can essentially cover the down payment for people to purchase a home. You can get anywhere from 3 to 5% towards the down payment, depending on the amount of assistance you receive, and there's some other nuances to the program, but for the most part, if you live in the home for 3 years, that grant that you receive is essentially forgiven. So if you do sell or refi within that 36-month window, you do pay a prorated amount back to the program. But most people, right, they're gonna stay in their house, they're not gonna sell, or if they do sell, they're probably making some money, which they would pay some of it back. So you essentially still bought a house with maybe little to nothing out of pocket. Like I said, that's one of the most commonly used programs. You just have to have at least a 640 credit score, and you have to make less than 98,500 a year in income for your household. So for a lot of people in Las Vegas, they do fall within that range, and it is one of the most lenient programs in terms of income, because a lot of the other community programs, they're all going to be based off of area median income, which drops it significantly. You're looking at maybe 30,000, 40,000 a year as income. A lot of people are going to be past that threshold. So I think for a lot of people, it's one of the most convenient, easiest to use, and I think for first-time home buyers, that's always the one hurdle that we get is I don't have enough money, because a lot of people feel that they have to put 20% down to purchase.
Yes.
When in actuality, there's FHA programs, right, that you can go with 3.5%, or conventional programs, you can even do 3% down, depending on, circumstances. So with that lower type of down payment and having access to essentially grant money, there really is no reason why you shouldn't be considering looking to purchase.
Absolutely. A lot of my first-time home buyers are currently renting, but their rent is significantly high now. And when you look at the historic low interest rates, and with all these different programs, it's much cheaper to actually buy and own your dream home, everyone.
I always tell people, our first-time home buyers, when I bought my first house almost 10 years ago, my interest rate was almost 7%, right? And that was a good rate at the time. So today, we're looking at 2% interest rates. It's just unheard of, right? And then to not only receive some free, grant money towards the purchase, you're in a position where there's far too many resources out there to say that, home ownership is impossible, or to feel that, hey, I could never own a home, because these types of programs, it's designed to help people become homeowners and put them in a position to start building wealth.
Absolutely. Awesome. Any other tips or recommendations for first-time home buyers, Sean?
I think the biggest thing you can do is, if you can start saving up some money, whether it's $50 a paycheck, $100 a paycheck, those little things add up. They even have all these apps today, right? Like Acorns, where you can round up pennies on the dollar of what you're spending that can eventually add up to thousands of dollars at the end of the year. I actually did an experiment on that last year, and I created an Acorns account, and at the end of the year, I ended up saving almost $2,000. I didn't think about it, right? It's 50 cents here, 40 cents here, but it adds up over time. And I think for a lot of people that maybe they feel like it's tough to stick to a budget, or it's tough to save money up, I think if you look at some of these alternative resources, and if you can come up with a couple $1,000s, and then you have access to some of these programs, I think homeownership is literally just inches away from people being able to make it, a reality.
Absolutely. No, that's wonderful. So these are all great information, everyone, to take in. And again, when you're ready, contact your mortgage contact, and then contact me to find your dream home. Thank you.